Have you ever wondered why Disney is spending so much money on bars and lounges and DVC hotel kind of things? Yet when it comes to attractions, oftentimes they get the leftovers, the dust, the mothballs even. Well, we've got answers. We can tell you what's really going on over at Disney World. And we'll start with Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is getting all kinds of PR press releases over new LED lights. Just lights. Hello folks and welcome back. It is a pleasure as always to spend time with you. We take it seriously, even when we're covering topics that are less than absolute serious. This time, we're stopping on by the wildest ride in the wilderness. And we're happy to do so. Disney is spending money on the attraction because they have to. The track needed to be replaced. So what are they going to do to, plus the place up? Apparently, like Clark Griswold, they're adding imported Italian twinkle lights. No, seriously. And calling it a major upgrade. We'll explain. Click the like button, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to Walt Disney World, it's a new magic. Is it like that Bayou Magic? Is it the Bayou Mist? No! You missed this maybe, it just came out. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is getting some magic. Wait a minute, what? Hang on a sec, folks. It turns out that all this press release stuff, and it's everywhere on social media, they're putting in lights in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in the lift hill. I hope it's not as loud as it has been. It's deafening. It's always been deafening. As a kid, I remember being deafened by the thing. They're going to put some lights in the cavern of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. They already have lights in there, but they're going to change them. They're going to be different LED lights. Here's the article. Go ahead, Marvin.
They just really don't want to put that fire in there from Disneyland, do they?
That's exactly right.
Every time it closes, we're like, here comes the fire, and we got water, we got glow in the dark bats, and anything but the fire.
What we're going to get to here, folks, is this is not a story about lights in Big Thunder. This is not about the imported Italian twinkle lights they're going to put inside the Mesa. Rather, many of you are starting to catch on that Disney wants to spend on a few things, aka bars. And they don't want to spend on attractions. And we have the reason why. We'll show it to you. This is by Mallory Hines Ledette. She's a public relations manager, which means that all the power of the PR program is behind this. Howdy, partners. You folks ought to keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. You know what? I got to do it in a little voice. Howdy, partners. You folks ought to keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Whatever. In 2026, the iconic Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will reopen with new magic. New magic, oh boy. And today we have new details to share. What's the new magic? There's gold in that there mountain. The story of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad dates back to olden times, yada, yada, yada. Okay, bunch of nonsense about the story. Shining polish. Okay, yada, yada, yada. New magic thundering in. In addition to the action adventure we know and love, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad will reopen with new magic. Gosh, what is this magic? I mean, they must have, they must have some of the major magicians from Las Vegas in this thing. One such moment comes when the trains rattle their way underground to spectacular natural caverns full of phosphorescent pools. Okay, they already have those. Shimmering and illuminating iridescent stalagmites and stalactites. Oh, they put some new light bulbs in the water. So that's what that's it. There's nothing more. I'll be darned. Ladies and gentlemen, for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad that they've had down forever, and they had to do it because the track had to be replaced, so it's a technical thing. They had to replace the track. They're going to put some new light bulbs in, and they're going to tell you that's a big, big deal. Meanwhile, if we go to New York Post by Pilar Arias, Disney World opening immersive Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern, and reservations are already booked months in advance. And if we take a look down here at what they're doing, this new bar they opened at Pirates in what was the gift shop, They've transformed parts of that into a giant bar. Well, it's not really giant, but it's a bar. And they serve alcohol. First time, really, that they've done that at Magic Kingdom openly. They've had it at a couple of restaurants, but this is flat out a bar. And that's exciting for a certain clientele. Why are they because people are amazed by this, right? This is not little twinkly lights. Like, they put a ton of work into this. Why? Why is Disney spending so much on things like the Beacon Barrel, and yet for Big Thunder, they're having to put out press releases to tell you that it's magic because they changed a few LED light bulbs? What's the difference?
I know.
Marvin, tell us, why do they spend on the bars, sir?
Because when you go into Big Thunder Mountain, you're not dropping $100 on consumables.
Oh, that's it. That's it. It's all about the return on investment. And Big Thunder, the only money it makes is getting you to purchase Lightning Lane. Right, Marvin?
Right.
So there you go, folks. Disney is willing to spend big time if it's going to get them all kinds of lines of money revenue. It's not enough anymore that you pay all that money to go through the door into Disney. That doesn't matter in terms of giving you the attractions you need and want. Rather, they want even more money, and that's where they'll put the rest of the cash. They'll invest in bars now. They will invest in DVCs now. But when it comes to attractions, really, no. And that's why Tom Sawyer Island had to go. That's why Rivers of America had to go. You thought they were beautiful. You thought they gave ambiance, and they did. You thought that Disney had all the land in the world. They could keep expanding and keep those beautiful things. And they could, but they weren't making money. And every square inch of Disney now has to make money, and that determines what gets attention. So how do they convince you that the attractions are getting upgraded when they're not? They call it magic, like that Bayou Fog. Ron, do you remember the Bayou Fog? Did they even call that Black Girl Magic? Who was calling it that? Do you remember that?
Don't know what they called it. I remember the fog that was coming out of the.
It was Charita Carter was the one who was saying Bayou Magic.
Who called it Black Girl Magic? Somebody called it that.
I don't know if that was just a phrase going through the ether at the time.
I think that was Captain Marvel, the Photon version.
Was that Photon? Okay, maybe I've got it swapped. Maybe I've got it switched. I swear somebody was calling it that. But it was a fog machine. And guess what? The dinky little fog machine didn't even work, so they don't even use it.
No.
Yeah, on the Disneyland POV, they didn't even turn on the fog machine. It didn't turn up in the POV that they released before the ride released at Walt Disney World. It was there. If you knew the movie well enough, you knew what they were trying to project. They didn't even turn on that effect when they did the Disneyland version. By the way, of course, Tiana herself did not function in the Disneyland POV.
Okay, so we've got new lights in Big Thunder, and they're making PR nonsense about it. And listen, I don't want to rain on parades. I don't want to be negative, but I'm here to tell you the Beacon Barrel is amazing. It's really cool. It's a great space. Disney only spends now on stuff that makes them even more money, and it's considered. Look, the lights are already in there. They're just changing the lights. They already have lights in the thing.
But you don't understand, Pro. They're going to be rainbow lights.
Okay, well, that's
means something.
No, that's where I thought about going
the
next.
Gayest roller coaster ever.
Okay? No, hold on. I think there's something to this. I do wonder, because now we're hearing, and I don't have the graphic up on the screen, but there's concept art there that says that when they do this Tom Sawyer Island destruction in the Cars Land, that by Big Thunder, they're now going to put rainbow geysers. Guys, I mean, listen, I love the biblical story about the rainbow in the sky and Noah and all that. It doesn't have the same meaning at Disney. And I'm looking at the fact that they're going to make this cavern, this Lift Hill cavern, be all about rainbows. And then I'm looking at the rainbow geysers, and I think, okay, fine. There was a simpler time in the 80s where rainbow tunnels meant a different thing at Epcot. Nowadays, when I hear this, I think, I wonder if they're going to try to make Big Thunder Mountain Railroad into a pride attraction come June.
Well, I don't know if you knew this, Pro, but
It's
Big
the
Thunder Mountain
wildest ride in the wilderness.
No.
Make sure you get in the caboose.
Big Thunder Mountain is popular, so that means it's a gay icon.
I think I broke Ron with the caboose.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, are they putting the Avery Island salt mines in there too, or do we only get that reference in Tiana's Bayou Adventure queue?
Never mix the hot sauce with the rainbow tunnel. Okay, so Erica, they're going to put some little lights in Big Thunder, and they're making a big deal about it. What do you think's really going on here in terms of like what they're doing with attractions? Is it just they maintain them as little as they have to, and then spend on the high dollar stuff, the Disney adults essentially?
Yeah, I guess so. They just want to make their money off booze and the DVCs, and wherever they can nickel and dime you outside of the park ticket. So the attractions just kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around this because it doesn't make sense. You're Disney, you know, this is so backwards even for them.
Agreed. Well, backwards, yeah. Yeah, well, I can make another joke on the backwards. I won't. Ron, I apologize. I've been a little scandalous today. I hope you'll come back again another day. But Ron, have you been over anywhere? Have you seen Beacon Barrel yet? Have you checked this place out?
It is still. Last I was there, it was still behind the construction wall. It looks like it's probably going to be, with the crowd that they are aiming at, more popular than the Cracker Barrel. So maybe one barrel's winning out at least.
Well, it's booked up through like what? The rest of the year?
My thought is that they're probably going to create a lightning lane for this, so that not only do you have to book it in advance, but now you have to pay an additional fee to get in, because that's what Disney's doing with everything, is creating additional fees. It's the weirdest thing. Okay,
Ron, I got an idea, Ron. Hold on now. Hold on. They're doing the Rainbow Cavern, right? Okay, I know how to get them to spend money on Big Thunder now. Turn that into a bar.
Yeah.
Like, make a little separate entrance. People can go into the Rainbow Caverns, and they can sit there and they can drink their little frou-frou drinks and watch the train go by.
There are places over there that would even, I mean, there's enough space that they could do it. And if this works out, that's what's so troublesome about this. If this is, you know, popular ongoing after the initial, after the initial opening, after the initial run, if it continues to be popular, it could spread throughout Walt Disney World.
Ron, are all these cast members having a seizure down there in the bar? I mean, what's the little thing they're doing?
Probably
go back.
Acting.
Show.
It looked like they were acting something out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, there's something going on that they're reacting to. Here's my guess.
I could give a little insight into that. It's
Tell
part
us,
of. They're acting like NPCs in the video game. That's why you have the video game overlay, and that's how they showcased parts of the bar on social media. So that's what's going on.
But I want to bring Geo82 real quick, because Geo82 was going to be the biggest thing in Epcot, and when it first opened, it was also booked up. But now it's very, very easy to get same-day reservations for Geo82. The thing is, you have to make a reservation. You can't even go in the space without it, which means you're going to get dinged if you don't hit that reservation. They'll charge your credit card for not going. So you're going to have to pay for being in the space. If you go to be in the space, of course, you're expected to order something. You can't even go in and look at these spaces without spending money. So, if you want to be, if you're social media, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever, and you want to be in the know, you are going to pay.
Well, I think from now on, if you want an attraction, to be updated, you got to put some alcohol in it. So Marvin, what if they did a late night thing? I mean, let's just help them out. Late night thing at Haunted Mansion. Get your boo-boos, and you can take it with you through the Grim Gritting Ghosts. Just put it in the Doom Buggy.
That would definitely fix all the problems going through.
Oh yeah,
it would.
Disney adult this thing.
Yep, just Disney adult up everything, and just make, guys, the main thing, especially with Big Thunder Mountain and Haunted Mansion and attractions like that, you have to make sure that the shape language is on point.
Okay.
That shape language is just the most important thing.
How about I shape this language and ask a viable question? Have they decided to just do this here because it failed so spectacularly in Star Wars Land or Black Rock Spire or whatever the heck we're supposed to call that part of the park these days? Because that bar that was supposed to replicate the cantina, not at all. That thing was only interesting for 6 months because people hadn't seen it. So they were forced to buy beverages that tasted like feet. And
what exactly is the foot flavor? I've never learned that.
I don't know. One of the flavors is so bad it makes your tongue and your lips numb. Regardless,
don't lick that foot.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, for how long is this going to be popular is the next question. Like, if this was a popular concept, first of all, they would have had, they would have replicated the Adventurers Club, which they abandoned after they closed Pleasure Island. This is something that is costly. The ambiance isn't. But if you're going to have, cast members acting in any capacity, I mean, this doesn't work, because people are attracted to the thematic elements of this, and they're going to want to go in there and take a look at it. But they're going to only if they're forced will they drink. I mean, there are a certain group of people that are 50-year-old adolescents that are going to go drink, but this is not a concept that Disney's really invested over a long period of time in.
Well, here's the thing too. Here's the thing, Culture. This is amazing. Beacon Barrel, all the decor, the animatronics, all the VFX. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to do this at Big Thunder or any of the other attractions that they're redoing.
No.
This is reserved for only where adults will spend adult bukus of cash.
Yeah, and that's the problem. And it really does indicate the myopic thinking and the abandoning of family that Disney's all about under Iger. Iger is a reprehensible, evil human being.
Evil.
Uncle Bob is not a good guy. And
evil's a little strong, Culture. I mean, listen, just because he owns a lot of yachts doesn't mean we got to call him evil.
Well, and look, he's so silly. He actually bought a women's soccer team or some such. It's just like, what are you investing in, dude? Virtue signaling the man. That's what.
Well, I heard I'm sure he bought it along with Angel Reese, so it's going to work out great.
No.
Folks, no, he didn't. No. What about the Mighty Ducklings, Mighty Duckettes?
It's a ragtag team of misfits that he's going to turn around, and he's going to teach them while they teach him at the same time. It's going to be hard for everyone.
They should do a tie-in with that. The uniform should be rainbow colored, just like the caverns in Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. All they got to do is buy Christmas/fairy lights. They can do it. Come on, guys, you got to believe in them. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun, explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. That's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so. To be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun.
Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.